Hello, my name is Lacey Hilliard, and I chose to do my speech on Cairo, Egypt, because since I was a little girl, I had been fascinated with the history, the culture, the people, and I wanted to learn a little bit more about it. When you think of Egypt, most people think of the history as far as the pyramids, pharaohs, biblical sense such as the Exodus and Moses and the plagues, but not a lot of people know what they are now and who they have become. Cairo is the largest city in the Arab nation with a population of 16 million. It was settled in 969 AD during the Fatima dynasty near the Nile Delta and has been a political and educational power ever since in the region as well as the entire world. The people of Cairo are very diversified, yet follow certain rules in everyday life. Women wear modest clothing, being covered from head to toe, and live a very submissive lifestyle where they speak only when spoken to and they don't have many rights, whereas men have more rights and more political influence and dress more traditionally. Respect and hospitality are major influences in their culture. In fact, if people portray you as not being very hospitable or respectful, you're publicly humiliated as well as outcasted from the entire group. Part of being hospitable means bringing tea, bringing refreshments to your guests, taking their coats, and helping them out and being neighborly. The major languages in Cairo, Egypt would be English and Arabic. English came about in the 17th and 18th century when Egypt was under British rule, and Arabic has been the most common known language. Before then it was Aramaic, which is no longer a known language. It's considered lost and forgotten. The major religion in Cairo would be Muslim. About 90% of the population, the other 10% consists of Christians and Jews. Since the majority is Muslim, there are over 100,000 mosques, ranging from the biggest, which is called the Ibn Tulun, to small neighborhood ones such as hole-in-the-wall type meeting places where people come together, worship, and pray. In the Muslim religion, practitioners are required to pray 5 times a day, and their holy day is on Friday. Their work week consists of a Sunday through Thursday work week, with Friday being their day of rest. Their major holiday is Ramadan, which takes place in the 9th month of their year, and during that time they are fasting from sunup to sundown, and at sundown they meet in the mosque for what they call the iftar feast, or the breaking of the feast. Most of the religions there are under what they call the laws of Islam, more commonly known as Sharia law. And the Christians in Cairo are noticeable in the fact that they have a cross tattooed on the inside of their right wrist. And they dress more traditionally and speak more in the westernized culture. Oh, and as far as the churches for Christians and Jews, they don't actually have churches. They meet in homes for fear of persecution. The government is dominantly Republican in Cairo since 1952, when the monarchy was overthrown, and presidents there can serve a 6-year term but can be reelected again and again. And until the 1970s, women had no place in the government and were not allowed to vote or have any kind of help as far as what the political status would be of the country. There are also other parties such as the Wharf Party, Socialist Party, Democratic Party, Progressive Party, and Liberal parties, but most of Cairo falls under the Sharia law or Muslim type government. When they go through elections, they have a 28-day parliament where each person that is trying to get the presidency has one chance to talk and one chance to rebuttal. After that, they convene into a 15-day election period where once they're elected, they take control right away. So here's an overview of Cairo that's less known, and I hope this has helped you to learn more about this undying nation that has prospered through many turbulent times. And as you can see, Egypt has a very similar government and lifestyle as we do. They have freedom of religion, the ability to vote, and rights that many take for granted. Thank you for listening.